Wow, that is ridiculously soft. That is some softness. I'm making a YouTube video slash part of it will be posted on my other social media platforms in a shorter form video. But yes, I'm reviewing the Mizuno Pro S1 irons. Yes, but this has been released in international markets already for quite some time already. But this is just for me, from a very general golfer like me. Most of the time I play very bad anyway. But I had the opportunity to get my hands with one piece of the Mizuno S1 irons, which I'll be honest, it is probably the prettiest irons on market right now. Like, as a blade wise. I got in my hands right here. Unfortunately, I only got is a 7 iron. I wish I get more like a variation from like a pitching wedge to a longer iron. Maybe just like a 5 iron. 4 irons a bit with the, you know, true blades are very hard to hit already. When I got this, it's hard to keep my eyes away from it. It just looks so nice. It's hard to believe. It's very simple wise. They got the old Mizuno Pro logo here. Old ones, I remember, a little bit more like a block finish font. This iron in my possession right now is not fitted to me. This is basically a demo 7 iron. All of this is in my spec, so this comes in everything from standard lie, standard length, dynamic goal, S200. I will prefer to be in the modus 3, stiff, not X. A lot of people say I should go for X, but I just prefer stiff, a little bit more flex on my irons. It would be great if it's perfectly fitted to me, but you get what you get. To test this iron out, I will have to go to the range and hit them, and also get a little bit of data just to make sure I know how they perform. So I went to the club at Bukit Utama over there and tested it out. So let's head it to there. So right now I have the S1 iron in my hands right now. We're at the club at Utama, at the range right now. I'm using Flight Scope Mini here. So I'm going to check my distance, everything. The only thing I can't track is spin rate because we are using range balls, so it's going to be very inaccurate on the spin rate. We're going to hit a couple of shots and I'm going to do my own verdict on how this club feels. I'm going to put some facts on later and tell you what this club has and has not or something. Okay, that's not bad. A little bit shut, so it's gone a little bit left, so that's a draw. So it flew carry about 155 meters, 155. I'd say not bad. Spin rate, it says that's quite high, but I'm just going to ignore that. When you have a blade like this, it's generally more weaker than a standard iron you buy off the shelf, because usually blades are meant for like a very versatile player, basically low handicap, a skilled player. The goal is to ape shots, left, right, low and high, everything. This club puts a premium on ball striking, next level. So let's hit another one. So the first one went 155, high draw. So second shot. Ooh, that strike was pure. That one I hit center. So carry, exactly the same, 155, pretty good. My club head speed was 95.9, round out was 96, pretty okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I literally nuked at the center of the face. So I very boldly say the target golfer is for low handicap golfers seeking that excellent feel and control from the irons. And the whole concept for this iron right here is has that one single channel here, which is right here, this channel over here. It's to create a feedback for players. So the tour players want some feedback, so they get more consistent feel knowing where the strike is, from low strike, heel strike, toe strike, high strike, basically every sense of the feel around the club face. So they get more feel, so they can give a better feedback to the reps over there in Mizuno. Considered being validated by tour player feedback, well, most of these irons will always go through tour players before they are released to retails and everything, because they need proper testing anyway to make sure if they meet the requirements of professional players, they are able to sell them on the market. And there's also one thing that I did some research on this iron. It turns out there's a copper inlay face inside, like behind this club face, that's copper. So what the copper does is to makes the face feels softer when you hit the ball. So usually when you get blade clubs, they're usually made of one piece of metal, and usually that creates like a harsher feel if you have a missed strike. And I dabble with a couple of blade irons, and goddamn, even if I hit the center, there's still very hard feeling even though I nuked it in the center. This club in the center, wow, that is ridiculously soft. That is some softness. And I hit the center again. A little bit off balance on my swing. I'd say pretty good. But that one flew a bit shorter because the ball went very high. So 151.2, pretty good. I tell you what, I have been looking for a blade iron for a long time. This is probably the best looking blade I've seen so far in address position. Address looks so good. It's probably the best looking blade I've done so far. So overall, it's good. So you have to take in mind when you have a blade, it's weak loft. So the lofts are weaker, it's more traditional. So it won't fly as very far. So that's good. Let's try to do some shape shots. You notice all my shots are kind of like a draw shots. Let me try here fade, which I'm not the best fader in the world, to be honest. I really can't fade. But this club is meant to work both sides, so let's see. The kind of fade, kinda. That went kind of like a straight fade, so it doesn't curve much. So 154, only lost 1 meter, not bad. Let's try one more time. I'm going to try cutting, because cutting is not my forte. I pulled it. And yeah, that flew further 160, but it's on the left side. So that's pretty long. Overall, this is probably the best looking blade iron personally. The feeling wise, when I hit off the center, it's amazing. Don't get me wrong, I have hit this club a couple times already, and most of them I topped it and I towed it. And when you do that with the blade, your hands hurt. Your hands kill you, saying like, what the bloody hell are you doing? I hit a lot of miss hits with this, and no joke, it does not hurt because of the copper inlay inside. It gives it a softer feel, even on miss hits. So, but yes, when I do dictate when I hit those miss hits, I do lose a couple of meters, like about 5 to 8 meters short of the bad miss. But overall, this is probably the best looking blade on the market right now. And so that's conclude the testing of the video wise. I couldn't remember much of the data because I'm recording this separate, so because I got things to do anyway. So they won't fly very far because you produce more spin because of the loft, everything. There's not much tech on it, so the ball won't fly far. But I just love this iron. I love the feel, I love the look. It was surprising that on the video wise, I did say that it was probably the easiest blade iron I ever used. What I meant is that I hardly miss strikes with it. It's like probably the easiest blade irons to use in my life anyway. Being a blade as well. And when I put it downwise, it just frames perfectly. I always have a hard time looking for blades that frames itself nicely to the ball, behind the ball wise, and I know the direction of the club face, where it will go and control the ball flight, everything. I have a preference, but this literally takes the cake on being a blade iron. And I'll say go try it out, go find your local pro shop or Mizuno rep if you can reach one out. Test out this S1 iron and see if it works. That's all.